Spurn Point is a narrow, sand, tidal island located off the tip of the coast of the East Riding of Yorkshire, England, that reaches into the North Sea and forms the north bank of the mouth of the Humber estuary. It was a spit with a semi-permanent connection to the mainland, but a storm in 2013 made the road down to the end of Spurn impassable to vehicles. Access for the public is now only by foot or bike. Pay close attention to the tide times as a stretch of the land nearly a kilometre long can breach at high tide. Yorkshire's very own Land's End, an iconic and constantly moving peninsula curving between the North Sea and the Humber estuary. Over 3 miles long but as little as 50 meters wide, this landscape is unique and ever-changing. Spurn has an extensive human history, leaving fascinating but derelict buildings and hidden structures. Spurn was most recently a military base in World War II, and the remains of the gun batteries and their infrastructure that we see today are a reminder of those dark times. But the militarization of Spurn goes back as far as Napoleonic times, followed by World War I. When war was declared in 1914, the number of personnel on Spurn was increased. A light railway was built between the nearby village of Kilsea and it stretched all the way to the jetty. Material transported from the boats at the jetty would be used to bolster existing fortifications. Between the wars, the families of the lifeboat men stationed at Spurn would rig sails to railway trucks and use wind power to propel them on their way. As I said earlier, the majority of the concrete structures we see today are from the Second World War. They bear silent witness to those dark days. You have to wonder what being stationed here must have been like, hearing the enemy bombers overhead, seeing the nearby lights of the decoy docks near Sunk Island, and seeing the nearby city of Hull get a pounding, night after night after night. A sobering thought. Nowadays the only threat to Spurn is from the sea. Sand reclaims some areas whilst the sea takes others. Only birds and birdwatchers bear witness to this never-ending cycle, whilst the forgotten bunkers and gun emplacements are slowly irrevocably buried by sand and destroyed by the weather.